Hi and welcome to The Basement. Thanks for joining us. This is my co-host Rob Lego.
And this is my co-host Holly K. Smith.
Stay tuned and you can chillax with us and we'll talk about some topics.
That's right, we're going to be having a bit of a chat, but in a packed program for you this week, centering mainly on the student experience. We're going to be talking to some students, some about student survival. We'll be profiling an international student. We'll be talking to some performance students as they plug their final show before heading on out into the wilderness. And speaking of wilderness, we'll be talking about the university's commitment to the environment and sustainability.
And last but not least, we've got Robot Mafia joining us. We'll have them here on the couch and then we'll hear them live in the basement.
Fantastic, a 2 for 1.
But it's a pretty tight show, so let's get started.
Let's get started. The student experience, surviving the student experience. It's mighty tough. Maybe you're a student right now struggling through some of the many issues that are weighing down upon you. Maybe you're considering becoming a student. Maybe you're even a parent of the student. Must be a tough job. We'll be canvassing a great many of these issues and trying to get to the bottom of some of these complex topics as we survive the student experience.
Hi. As a student, do you find yourself constantly tired through the never-ending struggle of balancing work and uni life?
I think it's important to remember that you're not going to be as motivated in week 11 as you are in week 1, and you have to remember that in week 1. You don't want to go ahead and plan out a massive assignment for yourself that you think you can achieve, and then later on you realise that with other assignments and everything you just can't do it. So yeah, it's really important just to plan everything out.
As a student, do you find yourself constantly falling asleep in class because of poor time management skills and overachieving beer skills?
Work less and focus more on your uni stuff if you want to pass it. And yeah, if it gets too stressful at uni, cut down on the hours. That's the best thing to do.
Do you find yourself constantly running out of time with your university assignments and consequently missing that all-important train or bus?
It's just really about planning, thinking ahead, and just getting stuff done or starting things as early as possible so that there isn't so much left to do.
No! 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 Oh, when?
The main thing is to just plan and plan ahead, and you try to set goals for yourself.
First, I would start off with managing your study time and knowing when you have to do what and just organising your list.
Do you find yourself constantly running late when you're trying to hand in a university assignment?
No!
What I would suggest is, on days that you're already maybe at school, you've allotted the time to be at school, just try to get as much work in as you can then, because chances are you're not at work when you're at school.
Are you frustrated when the academics know every excuse that you're going to submit to them before you even do?
So flexibility in that is great, but if you can't find one, I seriously think it's just managing and kind of getting your priorities straight in uni.
Now, if you answered yes to any of these questions, or all of them, don't worry, you're not alone. Like these guys here who are not alone and had no idea they were going to be filmed today. Don't worry, fellas, there is an answer to all of your problems, or at least we hope there is. And if there is one, we will not rest often until we find it. The answers to all the questions you asked and a couple more are...
The joys of being a uni student. What fun times they were, hey?
Oh,
Wonderful
fun,
times.
is that what you call it?
I'd call it stressful as well. It was pretty stressful.
And to have a little think about some of those stressful points and maybe get a bit of advice, we've got Sam Wallace. And he just handed in his final assignment for honours, and he does journalism.
He does journalism. Oh, the next George Negus sitting here in the basement with us. I feel all
Nervous.
flustered. I've got the willies. It's not
Dude, I'm going to be grilling you on your interview technique throughout the segment, so just be wary.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going
Constructive
to.
criticism.
I'll begin the interview with asking a question.
Please do.
Focus.
Please do.
Sam,
Rob.
are you the first person in your family to go to university?
It's a great way to start off. And yes, I am, Rob. I'm actually the first person to graduate past year 10 in my entire family.
Wow. And were you encouraged by the family to blaze the trail, be the first?
I was discouraged. We don't like trailblazers in my family. We like people that go out, leave school at year 10, get a job, start paying mortgages, start paying parents' medical bills.
Wow, straight to the force, eh?
Indeed.
And
indeed.
so, I mean, did you work when you were at uni?
Of course, you have to work No university student lifestyle is complete without working part-time.
Tell us about this lifestyle. What kind of lifestyle are you talking about?
It's pretty wild. There's lots of parties, there's lots of last-minute assignments, there's lots of girls, and sometimes guys, depending on what gender you are.
Well, it's nice to have friends right across the board.
Indeed. Well, whatever floats
Everyone
your boat.
needs to
We
have
don't
friends.
judge in the basement, do we?
No, we don't judge in the basement.
No, thank goodness.
But we do ask hard-hitting questions in the basement, Sam.
ask me one.
So we've softened you up. Let's go in. Now, you're talking about all this last-minute stuff, last-minute assignments. You went to university for 4 years and it's still last minute.
Indeed.
Why? I mean, why is it that every assignment seems to be left to the last minute? You think that the academics would be able to let you know, how long it's going to take, and you'd be able to plan for that. I mean,
Indeed.
Are they letting you down, or is there just a measure of student liability here?
That's a great question, and I'll say to you right now, Rob, that it's all on the student. And you want to know why? It's not the academics' fault; it's the students' fault. You want to know why? Because students are lazy. We're all lazy. Universally, we cannot be stuffed to do anything.
I was not expecting this.
No, I know you've heard it here
Indeed.
first.
Yeah,
Breaking
he's
news: lazy
just-
students.
Hey, I've been bashed for my views before,
Yep.
but I'll continue to proclaim them, especially on the basement.
Fair enough.
Now, I want to say I am a uni student. I've been going to uni for 4 years. You'd think I'd be less lazy now, but I'm even more lazy. I'm so lazy I couldn't even be bothered to come here today.
Wow.
But I got here just in time.
I'm hurt.
Yeah, well, you offered me a beer later, so I couldn't turn that one down.
And so, I mean, if you're so lazy, how much time are you giving yourself to do the assignments? What's the latest you've left
I
one?
think you can get a good 1,500 words done per day. Bare
Per
minimum.
day?
Per day.
Does that include research? I mean, what do you do for
Yeah.
research?
I mean, research is easy, Rob. Research, you go to a library, you look at a couple of books, you look at the subheadings, bang.
Google
underline
Scholar.
them.
Google Scholar's where
it's
it's
all
at.
about working smart.
See,
and
I
not
didn't
hard.
have the internet when I went through my
Well,
university degree.
so
I
it
had to
goes
buy
without
secondhand textbooks, see where stuff had been highlighted already, and just hope that the previous person had highlighted the good stuff.
You did that vintage technique of hands-on reading.
Well, a little bit. I mean, I turned the pages.
That is a great idea, and that's an example of working smart, not hard. That's what I'm trying to tell these first-year students. Work smart, not hard. Put minimal effort in and get maximum results.
And so you've got all this sort of, you say this partying lifestyle and all the
Indeed.
rest of it. That can be pretty expensive in this day and age.
It can
though.
be, hence
So
a part-time job.
What part-time job paying for that? But what do you do for food? What's the diet like as a surviving, struggling uni student?
Pretty much, it's crap.
Okay.
And it's lazy. Because you're lazy, because we're all lazy, we can't be bothered to prepare, healthy, nutritious food. It's cans of Coke, it's beer, it's chippies.
Wow, that
it's
sounds like a
corn chips.
pretty extravagant diet. I've had many weeks where it's dwindled down to one condiment and 2 foods. 1 week I had cabbage, Vegemite and avocado, and that's it.
Is
That's
that
all
right?
I had in my
That's
house.
too healthy, Holly. That's way too healthy. Come on. For God's sake.
Well, let's go back
You're a
to
disgrace.
requesting extensions. I mean,
Yeah.
how do you go about that?
Pivotal part of the uni student lifestyle.
What kind of excuses do you use?
Well, I've got to say that the last couple of years have been really hard and at uni, and I've actually lost 4 grandparents.
All of them.
All of them.
Wow.
And allegedly, of course.
Oh, well, I hope they make spirited recoveries if you choose to go into postgraduate work.
All funnily
Well, Sam,
enough to bowel cancer as well.
That's, oh dear.
Bowel cancer always gets them. If you
actually named what they died from.
If you give the teachers details about the grandparents' alleged sickness, then they will be more inclined to give you an extension.
Sam, it's been
On that
enlightening
note-
and disturbing, let me say.
I hope so.
Good luck with your own bowels.
Hope
and,
you don't get bad karma.
Thanks very much for your time, Sam. That was Sam. Truly disturbing. We'll be back with more after this. Stay with us. You're on The Basement. And we're in it. Welcome back. We're now heading into the part of the program which we like to call Doing Our Bit. This is where we go around the community, see what's going on, and see how we can shape a better future by doing our bit. Holly.
And this week we focused on UWS to see what they were doing to become a more sustainable uni. So let's check it out. If you're a student, you may have heard the term greening UWS, but what exactly does it mean? And what changes are being made to make UWS a greener university? I decided to go on a quest to find some answers. Hi guys, we're here at Penrith campus. We're about to interview Jeff Scott. He's the Provost of Sustainability. So let's see what he has to say about greening UWS. Jeff's main responsibility is to ensure that students get a consistent and high quality experience across the campuses. And to do that, one project he's taken on board is the greening agenda for UWS.
What we've been working on for the last year is actually trying to look at the university practicing what it preaches on itself. So we've got lots of research, lots of work being done for Greater Western Sydney, so we're trying to apply that to ourselves. Just the fact that I've taken the greening agenda on has meant that lots of folk who are interested have had a way of coming together. So the students at UWS, the communication students like yourselves, have actually been terrific at trying to help us make this a collective joint exercise.
So what's going on at UWS to make it a more sustainable uni?
We have a range of initiatives across a number of our campuses. Water conservation, of course, is fundamental, and that's happening on a number of campuses. Water saving action plans, water audits, water recycling on Hawkesbury.
The Stormwater Project is designed to harvest stormwater in a large detention pond and to improve the quality of the stormwater through a series of wetlands, and that water is then either released as an environmental flow to the creek, or it is harvested to another storage, and that is used for irrigation.
Well, the panels are a 1200 watt system. Basically they're a direct drive system where they only power the pump when there's available sunlight. At this stage there's no battery packs set up to store the power, which would probably be something to look at in future, so we can store the power and then use it overnight when it's probably more efficient to do the watering.
It seems UWS is shifting to more sustainable practices, but are students making that change as well? I asked Jeff. So why do you think the youth today aren't putting the effort in to change their attitudes towards improving the environment?
Well, it's complicated because it's all about engaging people, and really change is learning. So if you're going to change, you've got to look at how you engage people in learning, because they've got to learn to do something new and unlearn old habits. People follow models and they follow peer models, and if the peer model is doing something that's actually seen to be cool, you can actually engage people in behaviour change because it's perceived to be cool. So the real art from you guys really, I think, is to help us think about how we can use this university as a living laboratory.
The first thing is awareness. So basically, especially within Australia, what we can do to kind of create an impact upon what's happening internationally is lobby people in positions of power. So that's the Prime Minister, the relevant MPs.
Basic stuff like switch off the light when you're not using it, recycling, and if there's always like low efficiency bulbs or machines to be used as an alternative.
We need means and avenues for information on the web, through talking to people, through connections, through businesses and places like this. And this is good because it's a fun way to gain a lot of practical information.
On behalf of an amazing effort and an amazing team, we're going to put on a Greening the West Expo, we're calling it, where we've got together all of the various active groups in the community, but also in TAFE, school education, and also here at UWS, all in a one-stop shop. So hopefully that will be a real success. Sincerely, you have a great day, and if you do like it, we'll do it again next year. So welcome and thank you to everybody.
The Green Expo had more than 30 stalls for the community to come along and see how these initiatives work. Everything from solar, vehicle painting, non-toxic hairdressing substances to protecting reptiles in Western Sydney.
Well, what we're actually trying to show the public is that many hairdressers now are becoming aware of being sustainable, of not leaving a carbon footprint, of actually looking at ergonomic ways as well as economical ways to reintroduce our industry to the generation X and Y, because they seem to be very, very aware of all the new issues that are happening in the environment.
We're here today to educate people about a range of different environmental issues, including recycling mobile phones, saying no to plastic bags, and also let people know about Clean Up Australia Day.
So the reason we're here today is that we were involved with the installation on Building K here at the campus, a big system, 160 kilowatts, which means about 260 panels on the roof, and that's making about 150 kilowatt hours a day. All numbers I know, but that's a lot of electricity that you're not importing from a coal-fired electricity station. A litre of CO2 is saved with every 3 or 4 seconds of this array. We're saving this much carbon from going into the atmosphere. It's amazing. It's the equivalent of flying around, and every year it's equivalent of flying a jumbo around the world twice. It's an enormous contribution, even though it's relatively small. And so if everybody does a little bit, we can really save a lot of CO2 and a lot of greenhouse gas emissions.
I can see this is a very important time to make a difference in whatever way we can. Like the old saying says, if charity starts at home, then global conservation starts at home too. UWS is setting an example and hopefully we can all follow. It's a slow process, but I feel optimistic that we'll get there, so long as we all do our bit.
I think sustainability is part of who we are as here to stay.
Get involved and do your bit for the environment.
Well, right under our very noses we have local industry, local individuals and local universities enacting a whole bunch of initiatives to help reduce our carbon footprint. It's pretty impressive.
I know, it is impressive, but there's other considerations we've got to think about too, like your fashion footprint. Did you know that a pair of cotton pants grown in a warm climate like Sudan costs the environment nearly 15,000 litres of water?
15,000 litres?
Yeah, no, it's
That's
incredible.
insane.
Cotton production's pretty bad, really, if it's grown in the wrong way. I mean, a quarter of the world's pesticides is used on cotton farming alone. It's grown on 4% of the land.
Wow. I mean, between the water issue, the pesticide issue, and not to mention the slavery stigma, I think I've got to take this cotton and get rid of it.
No, actually,
ashamed.
Rob, no, you shouldn't. I think between 400 and 700,000 tonnes of textiles are incinerated or end up in landfill each year. Probably the best bet is to try and hold on to it for as long as you can.
As long as I can.
So you're not throwing away those resources.
I've got to do my bit for the world.
That's right.
And we're going to be doing our bit for the world here, because coming up after the break, we're going to be profiling an international student. I'm highly anticipating it. Do stick around. G'day, welcome back. Now, have you ever wondered what it would be like to be studying abroad? Far from home, far from the culture that you've grown up in, and far from the support of family and friends. Well, the basement's very own Lucas Silva has followed an international student, Rashid, for a few days to gain a valuable insight into the international student experience. Please enjoy.
Welcome guys to the international segment. Today our story is with Rashid, this nice bloke from Singapore. Rashid is a Muslim and also an international student, and we'll follow him for a day starting just now on the early morning at his house, where he's having his early breakfast because of Ramadan.
It's 3:45 in the morning. I'm having breakfast. In the holy month of Ramadan, every Muslim will fast from sunrise to sunset. So usually sunrise is about 4:20 or 25. So usually I get up at about 3:45 or maybe 3:30 and have a bit to eat before sunrises. Your body slowly gets used to not eating a lot during Ramadan. What I'm having now is yesterday's dinner. So when I break my fast yesterday night, I'm usually eating what I had for breakfast and a glass of milk. Nothing can go wrong with a glass of milk.
It's almost midday on Friday, and at this time, Muslims must have their prayers. And after a few hours of sleep, it's time for our friend to be on the mosque as well.
As a Muslim, before you carry out your prayers, you need to take ablution. Ablution basically means cleansing yourself before you pray. And also before I touch the Holy Quran, say I'm going to read the Holy Quran, I have to take ablution as well.
After his praying, Rashid talked with us about being a Muslim and the importance of religion in his life.
Religion is important for me because, simple, without religion, I'll probably be binge drinking every weekend, or I'll be cheating, I'll be lying. So religion in that way keeps me sane and makes me a better person and also a better citizen.
He also told us about some difficult situations which happen sometimes when you have a different culture background.
I think we live in a world where you will always get harassment, whether if you're a Muslim or you're a Christian or a Jew or a Buddhist. Last 2 Saturdays ago, I was somewhere in Penrith with my auntie, and she wears the hijab. You know, the Muslim women wear the hijab, and I'm not gonna go into detail, but let's just put it this way: she got harassed for being a Muslim. So it's not a good feeling, but you grow out of it and you move on. Personally, I think in Singapore I wouldn't have that problem. My auntie wouldn't have that problem in Singapore, probably because we are a small country and we accept each other's religion. I'm not saying Australians do not accept me as a Muslim, but I think in Australia there is a right to practice whatever religion you want and whatever set of beliefs you want, but only a small minority of Australians maybe do not understand the religion well. Maybe they don't understand what Muslims believe in. Maybe they don't understand what Jewish people believe in. So I think in a way it's our duty as Muslims to also show the community what we are about, like what we believe in and what's right, what's wrong in Islam and stuff like that. So once you do that, I think people will understand you better. And when people understand you better, you don't have any problems with discrimination or stuff like that.
Completing the day, it's time to go to university, where Rashid gave us a brief of his student life and also talk a bit more about what he missed and his experience in Australia.
I am currently in my 4th year doing a degree in journalism. I am also writing my thesis now. My thesis is about the decline of world news coverage in the Australian press. Currently there is 2 weeks to go to the deadline, and I am at the end of writing and just about to start editing, and we'll see how it goes. It is very expensive. First semester I paid around $7,300. I'm on my 4th year now, and last semester I paid $8,800. So it goes up as the more credit points you do, the more money you pay for uni. Yeah, of course I miss my family. I think about them every single day, and we speak, and of course I miss food as well. I don't get local delicacies here, but after 4 years you get used to the chicken kebab and the beef kebabs and the burgers and the pizzas. Back home I live with mom and dad, so mom cooks breakfast, lunch and dinner. But I noticed that as soon as I come here, I realized that the portions are much bigger than what I have in Singapore. So naturally your appetite becomes bigger and bigger. And I have to say, when I first arrived, every corner I turn there's a kebab shop. Every corner I go there's a pizza shop, there's a burger shop, and everyone is chips here. Everyone loves chips. So I'm not used to that oily, greasy food. But after a while, I can't say no to my chicken kebabs. Lettuce, tomato, onion, a bit of hummus and tabbouleh. Beautiful. If you are gonna choose Australia, I guess they don't have much to worry about, because there's so many different cultures here and races, and I'm sure after a while, no matter where you're from, whether you're from Singapore, you're from Africa, or wherever, you'll gel into the culture very, very quick. And if they do want to come, then yeah, they should choose Australia, not anywhere else.
And we are very fortunate to have here with us in the basement, Rashid, the man himself.
Yes.
Thanks very much for coming down.
My pleasure.
Fantastic. Now, look, I didn't know how difficult it was, and you know all the different challenges for an international student coming in here to adapt to local Australian culture. I mean, for instance, obviously the story touched a great deal on issues surrounding religion, but also, I mean, right through to the basics like food and finding a halal butcher, for instance. I mean, it's a lot of challenges.
I mean, the cost of you going to uni is incredible.
Yeah, it is. I've completed 4 years of my communications degree, and I've spent 60,000 Australian dollars.
$60,000.
Yes, and that is only tuition fees. I've not included rent, food, whatever.
Wow.
Weekend money to go out and stuff like that. Yeah.
You know, I mean, that's like that's like 30% more than.
That's literally 10 times what I paid to do my as a local. I mean, that's 10 years ago, but still, that's a big jump.
I know mine was about 40,000.
Of course, you may have learnt something.
Yes.
In your 4 years, because it's
I've
a
got
bit
a degree.
hazy.
Time is money. I'm still paying mine off.
And so, why the UWS experience in terms of the different universities on offer?
I have to say it's the cheapest university in Sydney. So
Cheap and cheerful.
Yeah, when I applied, I got through Macquarie and UTS, but I had to pay $12,500 a semester to go to University of Macquarie or UTS.
Yeah.
So obviously, University of Sydney, I only paid about, first year was $7,500.
Yeah.
And mind you, no regrets.
Oh, look, I mean, it would make no sense to pay more to get less.
Allegedly. Are there many students coming through, international students through UWS?
Yeah, heaps. And obviously because it's cheaper. And also, I think UWS has the most number of international students.
Really?
Yeah, and do you know that 80% of uni funding comes from international students?
80%?
Yeah, 80% of
wow, I mean, that makes sense because it's certainly not coming from me.
There you go.
Yeah, go Hex, huh?
Go Hex.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll ever earn enough to pay it back.
and
certainly not what we're being paid here. See, I mean, if we'd been paid more, maybe I'd be trained better and I wouldn't have cut the guest off.
and I have to say, like, you guys can go on Hex and you can pay it off later. For us, you have to pay all up before the semester starts.
Do you think that means that you, as a student, would apply yourself more? I mean, do you think that, I know that I'm paying for this, I've already paid for it, you're going to apply yourself and get more out of it than people who are going, it's not really going to matter?
Look, I think, obviously if I pay $8,000 a semester, I would want a lot more. But the thing is that I appreciate having the opportunity to study in Australia, I love this country and I love being in University of Western Sydney, so I don't really have much complaints.
Was there much of a choice in terms of the countries to pick from? Because you have from Singapore, yes?
Yes, obviously Sydney was my first choice.
Okay.
And then I had London second, and then also to America. But then I thought Sydney was only 7 hours away from Singapore. And also what I know of Australia was that it was very multicultural. So that's why I chose here.
And you get to barrack for better sporting teams too. I mean, if you'd gone to London, forget it.
Exactly.
Talk about sport. I'm a big, massive fan of soccer before, but after coming into Australia, I have a lot of Australian fans who really got me into cricket, really got me into rugby league. Even though I'm Indian, I'm not really into cricket that much because I don't grow up in Singapore watching cricket. It's mainly soccer in Singapore. But then, I spent 4 years here and my mates took me to the game last year, Australia versus India at the SCG. And it was quite an experience. And I have to say my favourite player is Andrew Symonds.
Ah, Roy.
He's a main batsman.
And an excellent fisherman.
Yeah. And I'm a big fan of Penrith Panthers.
Oh yeah, Mighty Panthers, 1991, 2003. That's premiers twice in the last 20 years. Well done, boys.
I tried to go to all their home games and some of their away games as well,
You really slipped into the whole
Yes,
culture
really. And of course, I extremely love going to barbecues on weekends.
In fact, I think I'd warrant that there are a lot of international students who actually get more into the Australian culture than Australians themselves. When I think of the number of places that, they try and cram in to visit during, semester breaks and all the rest of it. So what's next for you? I mean, you finished the degree.
Yep.
Here in Australia, plans to return, plans to stay?
I'm currently looking for a full-time job, and then I'll apply for my permanent residency or my citizenship, and then we'll see what happens. However, there's an easier way to get an Australian citizenship. All I have to do is marry an Australian girl. So, do you have a boyfriend? We can.
Oh, well, I think maybe we should be talking about this after the show.
I think we should.
I think I better get the floor manager to bring me a knife to cut the unresolved tension here with.
Tension.
Spark, crackle, fizz, chemistry, call it what you will. We'll be back shortly, or at least I will be, because I'm not currently being hit on. We'll see what happens with these guys. Thanks for watching. Keep watching.
We're at UWS Warrington. Let's go meet the students. Ooh, football, it's my forte. Hey, no, pass it to me, pass it to me! And what are you studying?
Communications, all of us.
Advertising.
Advertising.
What are you doing? I've done design, but...
Design that.
And do you guys have any phobias? Are you scared of anything? Heights, spiders?
I hate magpies. You know those magpies? You're like, seriously, every magpie goes after me. For some reason. Only magpies. Anything else, I'm fine. But it's magpies. Stay away. It's what up there. Watch you. Like, so, no.
Hi, I'm Faye.
My name is Naha.
He's single. Phobias? Like
Cockroaches.
cockroaches?
Any size of cockroaches. You put me in any situation, but it's with a cockroach.
This is mean, but I don't like hairy toes on guys. Hairy toes? Oh, that's gross. Or even worse, hairy toes on girls.
Oh my god, that's even worse.
So what is this? So this is for a design thinking project, and they have to act as an animal. What animal are you?
An endangered species.
A panda?
Panda, yeah.
I love you.
Well, it's that time of the year again when the performance students are getting ready for their final show. And joining us today, we've got Erica and Amanda. Thanks for being here, guys.
No worries.
So first up, tell me about your shirts. What are you wearing? And what is No White Elephant?
Well, No White Elephant is a company we formed at the end of first year. All the students in our year, we all banded together, and because we wanted to get more performance experience basically for ourselves. And we've managed to put on about 5 shows since then. And a lot of the money from those shows has gone towards our graduation show now to help fundraise for it.
So this is this is not schoolwork, this isn't coursework, you've done work
outside.
outside.
This is extra, yeah.
Wow, if only every other course was that motivated.
To actually go and
Banding
raise $4
together.
grand over the course to fund the finished project.
In first year.
It'd be pretty good.
It's been great, we've learnt so much from it.
We had some really good teachers that actually really encouraged us to start being proactive the minute we could. They said, don't bother waiting till you get out, start doing it now. And we're so grateful to them because now, like Amanda said, we've got the $4 grand and with full intentions of continuing the company once we're finished, and we've already got a great head start.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
coming up with the skills to sustain the company is great.
I know it's both a boring and a very short question. Acting, why?
You know, you get asked this by family members all the time. They go, so you're gonna go teach drama now?
Of those who can't teach, surely.
Well,
except
why?
for the
I don't
academics
really have
here.
an answer.
So, to be honest, I wasn't actually going to go into this degree. I was going to go into a design degree. They were my first 2 preferences. Unfortunately, they're at UTS, and my UAA wasn't anywhere near high. No, I don't know. I was always interested in that sort of area, the design, the performance, the art sort of thing. But there's something about for me personally, the physical part of acting that really gets me hooked.
And the physicality aspect, I guess a lot of people wouldn't realise that when you go to take on a role, for instance, in the work that you've got coming up, you've got, sort of military involved in one of the plays. Well, we should go into what the plays are.
Yeah, well,
Tell us about the plays. I'm jumping ahead. I want to talk about soldiers because I'm a boy.
But, we're doing, the soldiers are in The Power of the Dog by Howard Barker. And we're also doing The Beggar's Opera by Vaclav Havel, which Erica is assistant directing and which I'm in.
All right, and tell us a little bit about the plays.
Well, the ones with the soldiers, Power of the Dog, it's set in Russia, Stalinist Russia, and it's sort of a historical play, but it's not quite right. The writer's chosen to throw in a few sort of red herrings, I'd guess you'd say. And so that play is quite physical because it's set in a pretty terrible time in Russia, and you have people like soldiers, and nobody in our class is really a soldier, so having to become like a soldier, and that rigidity and that discipline is something that's actually quite physical, and you have to be fit to actually look like a soldier. You can't be, you can't be unfit and act a soldier. Nobody's going to believe you.
Did you start doing things like commando camp and do training and stuff?
Yeah, we do. We have a fitness club actually to make sure that we can all get through the 14 weeks
the 14 weeks of prep, and
Because how many shows do you do? In this season that's coming up.
There'll be 10 shows, but it'll be 5 of each show. So, and 1 per night, and then on a Saturday there'll be a matinee and a night performance.
And what about the other play?
The Beggars Opera. It's a rewrite of John Gay's original Beggars Opera. That one actually was an opera. This one isn't. No singing in this one. That would be a little bit scary.
Difficult.
But I mean, it's a hard play to describe. People always ask me what it's about. It's centred around McHeath. He's a notorious ladies' man. He's got 2 wives and a 3rd girl that he chases throughout the play. But the basic premise of the play is dealing with lies and how do you survive in a place where you don't know who's going to dob you in to the police and you don't know who's working for who.
One of the hardest things was creating the fear.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I thought you said Rashid.
No, one of the hardest things with both the plays was creating, because they both touch on the idea of the lie, was creating the fear that surrounds that. I think is one of the hardest things to nail, because we don't live in a world with the kind of fear that needs to be created in these worlds.
But both plays are written in or around the communist regime. That's what they both sparked from. So that idea of secret police and, parents dobbing on children and that sort of thing is a world that we really had to work hard to find.
Well, I think that's the tremendous thing about theatre is that, I mean, you're taking people into this world. You've got to do it with, minimum budget. But I mean, you guys have been, working at this now for 3 years. You're the last cohort going through, and you've been self-funding from the end of the first year. I think you're, group of people sound like multi-skilled. You crew on all the shows as well.
Yeah.
And what were those dates that you were performing
19th of November to the 29th of November.
19th of November to the 29th, and you can get tickets through the university?
Through the university, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
It was great talking to you.
Fantastic. You'd be an absolute fool to miss that, unless, of course, that you're watching this after the show's run, in which case you were still a fool not to have heard about it through the associated websites and other advertising paraphernalia. What's up next, Holly?
Stay tuned. We've got Robot Mafia coming up after the break.
Some music.
Hi and welcome back to the basement. Now we've got joining us Robot Mafia. We've got Seb, Omar, Scarlett and Kev. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Thank you for having us.
So tell us, what do you get out of being a musician?
Oh, I think the painfully obvious, I think it would have to be sex. I stole your joke.
You stole my line!
You didn't come in with it. You didn't machine gun it in there. But she usually says sex. I would say accomplice to sex. Yeah, so.
Or try to get sex.
Yeah.
Accommodation.
Do you get food?
Food's
Where do you get food from?
Well,
McDonald's.
What is it?
McDonald's.
Free McDonald's?
Apparently, if you go to the counter and say that you're in a band, they give you a 5% discount.
Or you say you're a policeman.
No, it doesn't.
If you say you're a policeman, that works too.
Yeah.
Then they dress you up in Ronald McDonald outfits and you have to play at the parties.
That's true.
What if you're a policeman in a band?
That was our first gig at Macca's Play.
Well, you know, you have heard of the Village People, haven't you?
I have.
I bet you that guy gets free McDonald's and a bit of something else.
What a sausage McPatty.
What?
With cheese.
With cheese.
That's an awkward pause we were dreading.
But seriously, to get out of it, just recognition and a chance to play our music. So
Yeah. So, and you're a writer.
Oh, we all are. Yeah.
And for us jobless people, it's just something to do, really.
Oh yeah.
So you
self-jobless.
To wait for the Centrelink checks.
I'm still struggling in the
You
industry.
can say, I'm not on Centrelink, I'm not on the dole, I'm a musician.
That's cool.
That totally works. It's like at least one level above, drunken yobbo.
Drunken musician.
Drunken musician. At least that's pain.
At least it sounds cool.
It does.
I sound cool.
So I'm a drunken musician.
Yeah.
I rock.
And I have sex.
And so tell me about, you all write, do you take turns, do you all write for the band, or is it?
I guess
really, it's kind of a stream of consciousness thing. Like, just one of us will randomly do something, and the other one will kind of pick it all up.
It's
we're all great at improvising, so
yeah, we pretty much like to have jams and bring stuff in. If not, we do have some small riffs that we just exchange with each other and then build up on it. So
we're all in other bands as well, so yeah, I suppose.
Like Shanley joined us last night.
I joined last night. So this is my first go. This is gonna actually be my first jam with them properly.
Congratulations, welcome to the band.
It's a big trial by fire.
Yeah, but we've known each other for years. I went to high school with Omar, I went to uni with these dudes. So.
Yeah. So, and what often comes first, the lyrics or the music?
Music first, generally.
Yeah.
Because
For them,
always the
maybe.
music first. Like, I've had songs that have gone without lyrics for years and years, and it's always constantly changing. Like, to me, lyrics is probably the hardest part of
It's a
writing
bit of a
songs.
yes and a no for me because I find that like when I write songs, I usually start with the lyrics, unless I'm in the stream of consciousness where I'm writing a song, or if I've got a tune in my head that I really want to start hammering out, I'll play that. And then I find that writing lyrics is hard. Or if I've got lyrics, then I find that writing the music for it is hard. So,
With me, I usually I have both writing music on guitar or whatever, and then writing the lyrics, but then they never really fit until sometime in the
that's
future
why we
somewhere.
have other band members.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you can get together
Mesh it all
and work
together.
Exactly.
Yeah, nice. What about performing? Tell us about your feelings towards performance.
Oh, I like to always think of being a Trojan horse. This is just my idea. Where you go on stage and people assume, these guys won't be able to bring it. And then after that, you just melt their faces. That's exactly how I like to do.
Wow.
Seriously, if someone's like, oh yeah, three
pyrotechnics
guys.
it's an important part of a lot of live events.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
the melting face factor, where people's jaws are dropped. It's just like, what the crap just happened?
So yeah, meanwhile while he's melting people's faces like wax, I'm at the mentality where I want to give back what my favourite musicians give for me.
Yeah.
And just I just get really excited going and watching some of my favourite bands. Just like, oh my god, this is so cool. They're making me feel amazing, and everyone else is feeling amazing. Everyone's singing all the words back, and that's what I want to do for people.
And just knowing that. The crowd does feel like that. It's just like a performance for you.
Yeah.
While you're
They
up
give
there
back.
playing. Yeah.
And what are the opportunities like for band and crowd? What's it like in terms of getting gig? How many venues are there out there at the moment where is that on the decline or on the rise?
Well, it's actually on the rise nowadays because there was a stage where pubs decided to bring in DJs than anything else.
And
but now,
pokies.
Yeah, exactly.
Hookies.
But now it's starting to come back. There's now places that are just creating venues more than anything else.
Like The Basement, for instance. And we'll be hearing, what song we'll be hearing after the break?
It's a song called Hellborn Breakdown.
It's about Jesus.
And
Yes, it's
pineapples.
Jesus
and pineapples held
That's
held
pretty
down
blasphemous.
breakdown.
Hey, he liked pineapples. That's why he created them.
We'll be catching this after the break. Thanks.
Stick with us.
Hellborn Breakdown. until the end of time. You will take it to the end of time. Come with me to the end. We'll dance on the ashes of it all. Come with me tonight. We'll burn this town down. We'll dance on the hellborn breakdown.
Whew. That's Robot Mafia there for you, folks. First time that they've ever played as a group of 4.
I know.
Amazing.
They're really good. What a great performance.
I thought they were talented.
Thank you so much for joining us here on our first show on The Basement. We've had a great time.
Had a fantastic time. We can only hope that you watching it have had close to as good a time as we've had making it. We'll see you next week.
See you later.
In The Basement.